Hello friends, this is my 24th lecture in Signal System series. My name is Nishtha Verma. The topic which I am going to cover in this lecture will be the example on ROC, an initial and final value theorem for Laplace transform. Few numericals we have already done in ROC in the previous lecture. You can go and check those numericals. So this first numerical is the equation is given to us and we need to plot the ROC of the given function. So xt is e minus 2t u minus t plus e minus 3t ut. So here if we try to find the Laplace transform, in first case because u minus t is there, so limit will be from minus infinity to 0 e minus 2t e minus st dt plus here ut is there, so limit will be 0 to infinity e minus 3t e minus st dt. So when we calculate the integration is very simple. So when we calculate it, we will get the value 1 upon s plus 2 over here plus 1 upon s plus 3 for the second expression. So while plotting the ROC, what we will do in first case, because it is in first case it is u minus t, so we know that s plus 2 should be less than less than 0, and in second case s plus 3 should be greater than 0 because it is ut. So it means that s should be less than minus 2 and here s should be greater than minus 3. So when we try to plot the ROC, it is sigma x's, it is j omega. So minus 2 will come over here and minus 3 will come over here. So we are going to plot two parallel lines, one for minus 2 and one for minus 3. Always remember, when two functions are added, when two functions are subtracted, and we need to find the final ROC, in that case we will plot the ROC for both the function, and whatever the common area will be, that will be our final ROC. So here we will try to find out the ROC. So here in first case s is less than minus 2. Less than minus 2 means the ROC will be this side, less than minus 2. And in second case s is greater than minus 3 means it will be at the right side. So we can see that the common area is nothing but this part between minus 3 and minus 2. So the final ROC will be s will be less than minus 3 and it will be between minus 3 and minus 2. This will be our ROC. If we want to talk about stability and causality, so you should remember that for stability, final ROC should include j omega x's, but here the ROC is present between minus 3 and minus 2 only, so it is not stable system. And second, for causality, it should be right sided sequence, and here because it is just for a one band, so it is not a stable, neither a stable nor a causal system. Now second numerical is, in this case both the negative u minus t is there, so definitely in Laplace transform, the function which we will get, I'm not writing the whole expression, we will get s plus 2 plus 1 upon s plus 3. So because s plus 2 both are u minus t, so in this case s plus 2 will be less than 0, and in this case also s plus 3 will be less than 0. So s will be less than minus 2 and s will be less than minus 3. So when we will try to plot the ROC, in this case minus 2 will be here, minus 3 will be here, this is sigma axis, this is j omega imaginary axis. When we draw the two parallel lines and we will try to plot the ROC, so because in this case s is less than minus 2 means the ROC will be here, and in second case s is less than minus 3, So the final ROC will be from minus infinity to minus 3 only, because this is a common area only. So final ROC will be S will be less than minus 3. So if we want to talk about the stability, so definitely we can see that j omega x's is not included in ROC. So it is not stable system, and it is because left sided sequence, so definitely it is non-causal system. Now next numerical is, in this case both positive expressions are ut is there. So directly I am writing xs will be equal to 1 upon s plus 2 plus 1 upon s plus 3 we will get. But here because ut is there, so it will be s plus 2 greater than 0. And here it will be s plus 3 greater than 0. So s will be greater than minus 2 and s will be greater than minus 3. When we try to plot the ROC, here it is sigma, it is j omega, it is minus 2, it is minus 3. So because s is minus 2 greater than minus 2, so definitely two parallel lines we are going to draw. And to plot the ROC, s is greater than minus 2 means this side, right side, and s is greater than minus 3 means again right side. So we can see that the common area between the two ROC will be between minus 2 to plus infinity. So final ROC will be s will be greater than minus 2. So in this case, if we talk about the stability, so we can see that the final ROC is going to include j omega x's. So it will be stable system, and plus for causality it is right sided sequence, so it is causal system as well. Now next is initial and final value theorem of Laplace transform. Initial value theorem, we can also say that when t tending to infinity, and we know that t is equal to 1 by f. So because s is nothing but a frequency, so if time is 0 means frequency will be infinite. So the formula for initial value theorem is limit xt is equal to limit s xs when s tending to infinity. And the next is final value. Final value means when time tending to infinity, so definitely s will be equal to 0, inverse of that. So but for final value condition, for final value theorem, the condition is the pole should not lie at the right side. The pole should always lie at the left side, then only we have to find the final value theorem. Otherwise at the starting only we can say that final value will not exist. Now we will take few numerical based on final and initial value. So first numerical is expression is given to us and we have to find the initial and final value. So in first I am finding initial value. We know that for initial value t tending to 0 xt, or in frequency domain we will write limit s tending to infinity s xs. So here we will put the value of xs, s multiplied by 5s plus 4, s plus 6, s plus 2 and 3s plus 1. So s will be cancelled out when we need to put limit s tending to infinity. In that case we will take s square common. So we will get 5 upon 4 by s and 1 by 6 by s, and it will become s square 1 plus 2 by s, and it will become 3 by 1 by s. So s square cancel. When we will put 1 by s means 1 by infinity, it will become 0 wherever 1 by s is there. So we will get 5 into 1 upon 1 into 3. So answer will be 5 by 3 for initial value. And for final value, we know that for final value t tending to infinity xt, and in s domain s will be tending to 0 s into xs. So when we put the value s multiplied by limit s tending to 0 s multiplied by 5s plus 4 s plus 6 upon s plus 2 and 3s plus 1. So S will be cancelled out, and when we can put S equal to 0 directly, so we will get 4 into 6 upon 2 into 1. So 2 3s are 6, so we will get 12. So for final value the answer is 12, and for initial value the answer is 5 by 3. Now next numerical is the Laplace transform of this expression we have to find. The final value we have to find. We know that for final value, limit s tending to 0, s into xs. So here limit s tending to 0, s multiplied by 2 upon 1 plus s will be cancelled out when we put s equal to 0. So definitely we will get two answers. So our answer will be C. If the Laplace transform of signal, this signal is given and they are asking for final value theorem. So expression is written over here is 1 upon s minus 1. So if you remember, for final value theorem, it is said that the poles should always lie at the left side. But here we can see that if we try to plot the pole j omega, here the poles are 0 and 1. So definitely one pole will be at 0, one pole will be at 1. So we can say that final value will not exist, but we should know why it will not exist. Because when we try to take the inverse of s minus 1, we will get e to the power t. E to the power t, we know that the plot of e to the power t is exponential growing function. So exponential growing function will not have any final value because we can't bound this function. That's why the answer will be unbounded. So the topic which I am going to cover in next lecture will be the properties of Laplace transform and the numerical based on those properties. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.